Arbogazzi, Nisa, Colchis, Voltaire, Cluricaun, Duende, or as you may know them, gnomes.
Gnomes are small and unobtrusive.
Until they're not. You can find these menacing statues of creepy old men with pointy hats in various stores around the world.
Collectively, we are aware of these little creatures, but where did they originate from, and is there any merit to their existence? Let's take a look in the second episode of Beyond the Known.
The statues we are accustomed to seeing were created sometime in the 18th century
by a man named Philip Griebel.
The statues were often used for luck. You can picture an elderly woman in her moo-moo placing a rosy-cheeked statue, hoping for better days.
But where did these statues get their likeness?
We can first see the presence of gnomes in ancient Rome, where Priapus, a fertility god, was once worshipped and placed into statue form in Rome's finest gardens. Let's fast forward to the 16th century, and we meet a Swiss alchemist, Paracelsus, who introduces gnomes into the Renaissance period.
He depicted them as knee-high humanoids with a negative affinity for humans,
and a dash of magical essence. His book on elemental spirits described the abilities of gnomes, being derived from the earth, as they are able to move through the earth itself as easily as fish swim through the sea. Around the 19th century, gnomes became akin to goblins, and then gremlins. Various authors took the helm to recreate the backstories of gnomes, some depictions leading gnomes down the sinister path of being pesky vermin, eating your livestock, fire burning in their eyes, while others giggly garden dwellers helping your garden grow. And this kept the mythos of gnomes static in our minds well into the current century.
It seemed gnomes were nothing more than fiction, or masters of the unseen, as far as the general population was concerned. That is, until 2008, when a video from Argentina became viral for its unsettling content. Multiple videos and stories have been revisited since, and while some could be dismissed as a hoax,
others are a little harder to write off.
One of the more prominent stories that went on to make Spanish headlines is the encounter and capture of
the Gnome of Girona. It was September. The year was 1989. A small group of friends were on a camping retreat just outside the city of Girona, Spain, with music filling their ears and barbecue filling the air. Not much could deter this joyous outing.
But unfortunately, their vacation was about to come to an abrupt end. For a small, rabbit-like creature came stumbling out of the bushes
with glowing red eyes and blistered skin. It stood 12 centimeters high and walked upright as it made a beeline to the cassette player.
The group of friends looked on in shock when one of them decided to turn the music on, of which this strange creature was seemingly attracted to by maximum volume. The heinous creature then let out a laugh that sounded much like a laugh of an old man
who had too much to drink. It quickly tried to escape back into the bushes when someone from the group decided to throw a blanket over it and shove it into a birdcage. Where it refused to eat for 4 days and eventually died from starvation afterwards. It was put into a clear coffee jar filled to the brim with formaldehyde for preservation.
Many came forward to claim the Gnome of Girona as a hoax.
However, it's still unsettling to think what could stumble out of the bushes at any given moment while you're enjoying the outdoors, content and unaware. As more videos are beginning to surface year after year, it's easy to speculate that the mythos of gnomes is alive and well, breathing its own life throughout many cultures and countries. Enough so to make you think twice before dangling your toes, uncovered and bare, out from the edge of your bed at night. Who knows what may be lurking underneath?